Hey, y'all, it is the Digital Shaman. Welcome to the channel where we discuss the intersection of spirituality, technology, and other stuff. So here's a video on other stuff, but not. So this is kind of a little bit of a follow up to Zing. I gotta make my own sound effects until I can figure out this video editing thing to the Noun Alchemy, I think power bundle that I did. So in that bundle, you got, I think Ormus Plus. Boom. So, I'm kind of surprised. I mean, it's everything on YouTube, and there's not a lot of videos with people talking about their experiences of taking Ormus. So I'm like, let me go on and, record mine so that people can kind of be aware of whether or not this is for them or not. And, I've been taking Ormus for the last 4 years, I think starting with 2017. Anyway, for the last 4 years, and I do use a plethora of vendors. I feel like, even with most supplements, kind of like how they tell you to rotate your greens, I try to do that with like all my supplements, even if it's turmeric, valerian root, or yada yada. Like I switch my vendors out just so my body, because sometimes you may have a different response, and you're like, okay, like this product hits harder than another product. So for me, I have 3 different Ormuses, and we will definitely get into, some of the vendors that I use. This one is actually powdered, so this is can't talk. Lemurian crystal ormus, so it's actually ormus in this powder form. Y'all can see powder form. So I normally just take a little bit, like on the bottom of my fork, the round end of my fork. Oh, hold on, I can show you because I just finished crushing some chili that I made. So I'll take like the flat end of like a fork and spoon, put it in there, and then like with ormus, like all 3 vendors that I use, always advise to take it under the tongue. And kind of, don't chug water after. Just kind of let your saliva, let it naturally go into the body. So this is Ormus powder that I use, and this is the Noun Alchemy Ormus. Hold on. Ooh, so much glare. Ormus Plus. And then I have another vendor, which I just be hanging out in supplement Instagram world. So this is from it's a website called the Arcanium.life. So I'll put a link to it. And the lady, she just made some Ormus. Took a while. So this is homemade. And this is again liquid form. So I guess to begin, hopefully if you're coming here to this video, you already kind of have an idea what Ormus is, because what this video is not going to be is a scientific explanation of Ormus. I'm gonna try my best. I'm sure I'm gonna get tongue tied a little bit, but what I'm gonna tell you, this is how I break down what is Ormus. Like, number one, it is the gold, it's gold powder. Excuse me, let me start all the way over. It's gold atoms that are not held in a metal state, but it's broken down through an alchemical process. And yes, I have lots of notes and papers. Some of this from one of my Ormus dealers. That sounded real ghetto. Ormus vendors, and let me use my work term. My Ormus vendor, sent some notes on what it is. So I'm putting all this together to try to break this down for y'all. But first of all, let's actually go back to Ormus. So that's actually an acronym. It stands for orbitally rearranged monatomic elements. Sometimes you see it as M state, or monatomic gold, white powder gold. So again, like I was saying, it's composed of the gold atoms. So, what I try to tell people is think about, I don't know if y'all middle school made y'all do this or not, but we had to memorize the periodic table. So, think of it again as a metallic form of gold atoms, and it's transmuted into this powder. So, or alchemically transmuted into this powder. So essentially we got to remember that all matter is just atoms that are spinning at a high rate. Kind of like, what's the Sanskrit definition of chakras? Spinning wheels of light. So, you're putting something into your body, a substance into your body that to me helps enhance that spin. And, I'm one of, and we'll get into, like I said, the benefits and what Ormus is known for, but manifestation. And manifestation is a lot of people don't realize you have to take action. And there's some aspects of manifestation that needs to be like speed, like you need to go, like not burn yourself out, but go. That's like, to me, the best way I can explain that is currency is nothing but the exchange of money back and forth And what do we see that has a ton of wealth on it? The stock exchange, when people are just trading stocks back and forth. So that's how I like to sometimes describe manifestation with people. I'm like, you got to be out there moving and shaking and taking action. So again, back to understanding here the scientificals of monatomic gold, Ormus. Just kind of like trying to paraphrase here. No, this is kind of talking more about, what is in there, just gold and platinum group metals. Yeah, I think this is more like the benefits. So like I said, I'm sorry. I'm going to save y'all the pain of me trying to explain something. I mean, like I said, I understand enough where I'm comfortable with taking it, but it is, if you do want to know the science of it, it's complex. And I do recommend, watching some other videos here. I'm just checking the notes here, because I guess some of the things is like, well, who discovered Ormus? Like sometimes, what's that? Oh gosh, I wish I had the myth. Hold on, let me look here in my other set of notes. My computer's just tripping. Yeah, because I felt like it was a wise tale about I don't know why my mind is going to like Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, where you felt like it was something that you can take to extend your life and things like that. So what here, this is from a Now Alchemy email. They're like, the first known source of Ormus is from the Dead Sea, because it's very interesting. Some people make their own Ormus. Like again, it's scraping the elements of the earth, and there's a alchemical process, and then you have Ormus. So what he also says is, the Now Alchemy is sourced from the Dead Sea, which would make sense. So this I should pull. Actually, let me read right here. So this is the Lemurian Ormus, pure unprocessed crystalline ores containing monatomic gold, platinum, iridium Ormus, mined from ancient meteorite beds dating from the beginning of Earth's history, and volcanic islands, earth core minerals. So this actually Ormus is I'm like, spoiler alert, this is probably the best. This is the top Ormus. And what's in it? So it says this is a synergistic alchemy of fine powdered Peruvian Lemurian quartz, tourmaline, topaz, lepidolite, agate, onyx, and 60 other crystals. Contains monatomic elements of gold, platinum, iridium, and iridium. I think I said that right. So the common theme there is definitely these minerals and the monatomic and the gold that has been transformed. So like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and stand down. I don't want to spin my wheels and get into the science of it, but please, like I said, do your own research. Make sure you always understand what you're putting in your body. So before I kind of read off like some of the like scientifical hold on, let me check this sheet right here. Let me see if they have any real quick before I move on to. So here, this is from the Arcanium. Hopefully y'all can see, like, that's the website, the Arcanium. So what they say is Ormus is a substance that's been found to profoundly focus the life force energy, yada yada, supercharges life form. Substance is called Ormus M state. It's okay, I don't know what this means. Oh, this is what I'm saying. It's a substance that's other than a solid and other than a liquid and not quite a gas. Structurally, it's described as a substance comprised of, I already talked about that. And they kind of say to some things. So in their Ormus, they have cobalt, nickel, copper, rhodium, iridium, mercury, silver, platinum, and gold. So I think the key thing that y'all need to take away is that it's not the same as like these crystals or these gold pieces. It's like the periodic table version of that. So that's where we're going to keep it on a simple level. Let me see what else. So they also say that there was evidence that alchemists from Europe, Egypt, India, and China extracted Ormus, mostly used by the ruling class and some highly evolved spiritual masters. So they say Ormus does nothing itself but to awaken natural abilities in a life form. I do agree with that. So I guess that kind of just brings us right into the benefits. So, I don't want to just go off of the benefits that are listed on the website. First and foremost, what do I experience when I take Ormus? And let me take a step back. How often do I take Ormus? Do I take it every day? So I do believe in certain high vibrational, and Ormus is definitely high vibrational. I do not recommend it I do not recommend it for beginners. I really think that you need to understand a lot about energy, manifestation, mirroring, chakras. Yeah, because it's funny. Like, I almost recommended it to a friend, but she has a job that's very people facing, and I told her, I was like, man, I've been trying this Ormus, and I think it's kind of opened me up. And if you're not, keyword, if you're not grounded, if you don't know how to ground, if you don't know how to do shields and stuff like that, I think Ormus can kind of, like, I don't want to say puncture holes in your aura, but it can be a lot. It can be an intense experience for a sensitive person. And if you're dabbling in spirituality, I'm pretty sure you have some sensitivities. I mean, we all have it. It's just a matter of, are you conscious to it or not? So that's definitely, I think, will be my first warning, is that Ormus is not a beginner supplement. Definitely flat out, I'm gonna go with that. So to answer the question, I do take Ormus in the morning. Definitely, I meditate in the morning, so it is like major enhancer of meditation. So that's going back to the beginners. I think that, if you're a seasoned meditator, I do my visualizations, I work in the space of law of attraction manifestation, then, you can dabble with Ormus. Because even going back to the instructions right here, look at this. This is to let you know it's not a game. Do not exceed 3 droppers per day if you are not experienced with Ormus. Let's go all the way in on that. Yeah, so they put it in the warning papers. So I'm just backing up the point. And to go back to, again, let me walk through my daily usage of Ormus, and then I'll get into the benefits. So it's great for meditation. So I do, like I said, for me, and I rotate, because I've noticed, I'll get into that. I've noticed the different Ormuses have a different effect on my body. So generally, I'll take a little in the morning, do my meditation, and for anyone who meditates, you want to drop down into that theta, like feel your body relaxing and know that, you're meditating. Like, people who meditate know what I'm trying to say. So I find that Ormus helps me drop down. And let me take a step back. I do mantra based. I guess it would be mantra, kind of close to TM, transcendental meditation. That's the type that I use. I mean, I know there's levels to meditation out there, from counting to breath, blah, blah, blah. But, ultimately meditation is what, to help with focus. I feel like people think that, yes, it is to, I can't even go to the levels of what meditation does, but really the benefit that people sleep on is the focus that it helps you develop. And of course, it does calm you down. It makes you way less stressed. And I feel like it really opens you up. Like, I know when I'm like really in my meditation groove, I just go outside. I'm like, the trees are greener. The sky is bluer. I mean, it just has, to me, this is my experience, it has that effect on me. And that's for meditation. So Ormus unlocks a deeper meditation, because again, you're going down to theta brain levels. And, let's just say it may take me, make us 2 minutes of doing my mantra to kind of know I'm dropping down and I'm keeping focus and I'm meditating. The Ormus may speed that up, and it's like 1 minute. Maybe that might not be the best. You guys get what I'm trying to say. So that's definitely the me taking Ormus in the morning. And again, not every morning, because I feel like, I don't want to have a clutch, to enhance meditation deeply enough where I can get to that space my own self. So again, on an atypical day, then I may take more Ormus in the afternoon. Like, I definitely hit my drop off at 2 p.m. So maybe like 2 or 3 o'clock, I let my, I kind of just like, I know that's my drop off period. I'm not going to get a lot done unless it's, anyway, that's just my, circadian rhythms. There we go. So I take it so that by the time I come back up to my evening energy, like my focus is there, because I think that goes into like the second benefit. So the first would be, deeper meditations. And the second is enhanced focus. Like, yeah, it's almost like, I don't want to say it's not energetic. It's mental. It's almost kind of like, imagine everything's like static. Like, you may be a little overwhelmed. You're here, you're there. It's like the Ormus just clarifies that. And I feel like my thinking becomes clear. And next thing you know, I'm getting a lot done. So that's one thing. Sorry, hold on. Ooh, I want to get the microphone So that's definitely another benefit of Ormus is enhanced focus, and definitely increasing intuition. I mean, I think that's because yeah, I should hold on. Let me go back to my notes. Now I feel like I should get into some of the physical aspects of what Ormus does. So first and foremost, I mean, anyone who understands the science of meditation and I'm just going to say manifestation is that's working through the subconscious mind via the pineal gland and really the endocrine system, if you really want to get technical. So one feature of Ormus is it decalcifies the pineal gland. Yeah, y'all hear that all the time about different supplements and things that decalcify the pineal gland, because if your pineal, so let me take a step back. Your pineal gland is the, I guess, human anatomy term for your third eye. Your third, I mean, like, it's somewhere in the brain. I'm just going to point here. You know, your third eye, crown chakra, like that whole experience. You know, that's your little antenna to tap into your intuition and to get those divine downloads. So definitely Ormus helps increase that. Like I'm trying to think of the timeline of my spirit. I'm trying to think of the timeline of my spiritual awakening. I took like this 2-year intense meditation class. Then I just got onto the Ormus, and then, you know, I think too, I had a strong intuition. It just, you know, what does society do? What does this 3D planet do? It makes you forget your own powers, because we all have intuitive powers. Definitely, you know, I'm speaking from the form of my own astrology chart of being able to have a knowing and a sixth sense. So I think the Ormus definitely enhanced that, which is great. It gave me confidence to do these tarot readings and to do these astrology and different things that I do. And it also allowed me to be able to develop a better relationship with my own guides and stuff like that. Like, if that's something that you enjoy and get safely ease into it, I think that Ormus can be a great enhancer with that. So just reading the notes here, it says that the gold and platinum group metals in their monatomic condition of accelerated spin can activate what I said earlier, the endocrine granular system at such levels to increase the awareness and the availability of the individual's aptitude at exceptional levels. So it's kind of like, I feel like sometimes Ormus, and I mean, again, just because you're spiritual, hip, and woke, nobody's perfect out here. And it's not about, I'm not trying to say like if you're the type of spiritual person that drinks or smokes or isn't a vegan, is a vegan or whatever, but it's kind of like, I think whatever you're doing, it will enhance that. So just kind of keep that in mind, you know. So if you're kind of dipping and diving, you know, you're trying to really shift, don't take the Ormus if you feel like that's going to make you dip and dive deeper. Push into the shift and then take the Ormus, if that kind of makes sense. So it says here, let me see here. So it really says that since the gold elements serve as like a superconductor, superconductors do what? They help increase frequency. And that's what I was trying to say earlier about manifestation. Increase frequency, increase vibration. That's what it produces. The matter, mind and matter produces what you want and what you see in your head. So it says here that the Ormus serves as a superconductor for that, increases the flow of biophotons. If you don't know, those, or we call them light codes that come down from the sun. So increases the flow of biophotons, which generates energy from within and amplifies the EMF field in the body. The EMF field in the body is again, these are scientific terms for your aura. And when your aura stretches out, again, that's your field of talking to the divine. You want that. You want your aura. I mean, you know how they say, man, there's so many books I could cite right now, from Dr. Joe Dispenza's work to, man, I just want to like go, where's that one on my bookcase? Oh, that's gonna drive me crazy. Where is it? Man, it's a book about, golly, I tell you, I should have prepared a little bit. Basically, one thing in the book it talked about was quantum physics. Yes, it gets in. If you understand any of that stuff, then you're fit to play around in the Ormus world. Because back to increasing your aura, you remember when they were trying to figure, I can't remember what book cited this example about scientists in the world of quantum physics. They had the atoms and they were like tangled up, and then they split them apart, and they still mirrored each other's behavior. It's this whole concept of like, you know, you think of someone that could be on the other side of the world and they call you, because we are one. This is a whole universal energy field. Like, I'm just putting that out there. So again, it increases that. So ingesting Ormus has been known to increase the amount of serotonin, GABA in our bodies, and that's just those are relaxing hormones. You hear about what serotonin, dopamine, and GABA. I know that a lot of people take GABA before they go to bed. Again, so it really helps with that. So some more here from my notes. All right, actually, let's bear with me, y'all. Okay, I think that's kind of it. I think now they're kind of repeating some of the things I say here about enhanced focus, improved brain function. We talked about that. Greater emotional balance. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get into some of Archer. Archer Love is who owns now Alchemy that makes the Ormus. They have some Ormus benefits, so I'll talk about those. Cellular rejuvenation. I've seen Archer on his Now Alchemy's Instagram. Like if he even has like wounds, people put actually there's some products that have Ormus for skincare. I have actually naturally good skin. Thank you, ancestors. And I take a lot of TCM. Ooh, I should do a video about that. I love TCM herbs. They literally save my life. I'm not even joking about that. So my skin is glowing because I can't say it. Schizandra berries, and other things. But hey, it could be the Ormus because I haven't taken it in a while too. But I'm also cheating. I'm a Capricorn and we age in reverse. So anyway, it's on here on the list for what did I say? Rapid cell regeneration, and body purification and detoxification. So one thing here they wrote that I feel like they kind of paraphrased it: deeper prayer and meditative states. I kind of mentioned that. So okay. Oh man, I forgot another. Goodness gracious, now I'm just looking at my notes. I did another video. Ding. Pretend with me. Ding. I did a reading, and that reading was popular because Ormus is sometimes called Hathor's milk. And if you're not like, who's Hathor? That's from the ancient Egyptians. Hathor, I think, was Isis' mom, the Great Mother. The Great Mother. So that's just one thing to keep in mind. Okay, let me see here. Let me check all my papers. Yes, so back to using Ormus physically. So here, this is the Arcanium sheet here. They actually say Ormus has been used to restore receded gums when rubbed into the gums. Let's see, what do they have for their benefits of Ormus? Balancing the left and right brain. I already talked about this. Decalcification of the pineal gland. Increased spatial awareness. Think about it. Y'all know Apple's doing what with all their iPad? I don't, what are them things? AirPods? I think AirPods. AirPod Pros, and basically, they're trying to hook up iTunes to have the spatial awareness, which is like listening in 3D, 4K. I'm just making those terms up. And it goes back to what I said earlier. Like, I feel like you can achieve that state with meditating. I'm talking about like 40 minutes to an hour a day. Daily, you can get there. But I think, again, Ormus is an enhancer. So when you go outside, everything is like, oh, you're not high. You're not having to take a drug. You're just like high off life, man. Hippies get a bad reputation, but you really can get high off life. So one thing too that's integral to both instructions for both Now Alchemy and on here is not just using Ormus to manifest, but you got to have what intention. I tell people, I feel like as a whole separate video, I feel like in the manifestation world, the law of attraction world gets such a bad reputation because people are not understanding all the steps and the view, the big view. You gotta have your emotion. You gotta have emotionally resilience in place so that you can kind of stay even keel. You got to be able to be using intent, using visualization, taking action, moving. It's so many levels to it. But it's also kind of reminds me of people who buy crystals and then they get mad. Oh, these crystals didn't work for me, and they just put them in a box. But did you set an intention? Did you talk to the crystals? Like, did you vibrate with the energy, or did you just try to take from it without giving it something? Again, with manifestation, they tell you all the time, but you got to be crystal clear. Otherwise, the universe will try. It's kind of like, anyone who's in the corporate world, we all seen the little comic when it's like requirements. Build me a swing set with build me a swing set. And then you have like 16 different interpretations based on if you're the product manager, the engineer, the salesperson, the techie, whatever. So it's kind of like the universe will send you a car, but you're like, oh, I wanted a Tesla, not a, I don't know what's a crappy car, a Kia. So you gotta be in details. You gotta give the universe the details. So I guess I would say, have my manifestations increased since I started taking Ormus? I would say definitely yes. I mean, I am a master number 11, so I think that, again, there's some innate energy there with just my birth chart and all that, numerology and all that, but let me just say, I'm learning I have to be very careful with my words because things will show right back, mirroring. I think that with me taking these Ormus, especially in the last few years when I really have begun to like study, like I said, when I finished that deep dive with my meditation teacher, you know, and kind of learn, I just think that a lot more has come into my life, you know, just to kind of keep it kind of private. So, yep. Let me see. Definitely increase synchronicities. I mean, that's like all day. Oh yeah. So they actually say it can be used as natural. What is Botox again? Is Botox when they inject stuff in your lips? No. Or is that Botox? I don't know. Y'all have to Google that. I'm just keeping it real. I don't know what Botox is. I know it has something to do with the skin. And then one thing too, what they say here, and I think all of them, well, you can kind of see like how dark the bottle is. And even the same thing with, so the Ormus that spilled, look how it looks. Yeah, so again, it's not water. It's a different type of substance. But you see these bottles are dark. So you definitely don't want to have it. This is a little bit brown, but you definitely don't want to have Ormus exposed to light. So keep that in mind. Okay, I think I only have one more little set of notes. So let me see what Now Alchemy says about Ormus. So I talked about that: enhanced focus, awakening the divine within itself, improved brain function, greater emotional balance, activation of the sixth sense. I can definitely agree with that. Yeah, and I think they all keep saying cellular rejuvenation. So I don't know. You know, I definitely know I'm aging young backwards. Like, I feel joyful and uplifted like a young person every single day. For the most part, not every single day. 98% of the time. So, you know, I think I'll do a test. Because, you know, I may try to come back with, hey, I've been taking Ormus for 5 years. You know, I mean, I don't know. As of right now, I'm not experiencing... And I guess it's a good part. I'm not really experiencing like a good year to year. I think really this was something I started taking it. And I mean, I am 1000% a supplement junkie, and I jumped head on in, and I do not recommend that for others. But I think now as I matured and got my own education, I can see what Ormus is doing for me year by year. So I guess I say all this to say that next time I get like a cut or something on my skin, you know, maybe I'll put the Ormus on the Band-Aid and see if it, you know, I'll do that instead of using like, I use natural Neosporin if I need it, and see if it does expedite healing. Yeah, I don't really get too much acne and stuff like that, but yeah, next time I have a wound, I'm going to put some Ormus on it, and I'll maybe just do a quickie video like, oh, y'all, it worked, or oh, y'all, don't do that. Don't do that. But I do believe that, again, if it can regenerate and decalcify the pineal gland, then I think it does have some, you know, external healing ability. So I'm gonna go ahead and stamp that. And, you know, kind of just what he says here. Just again, I think I'm done repeating myself. Colorful lucid dreams, and increased intuition. So I mean, I think the bottom line is you need to know it's going to activate your pineal gland on levels, and you gotta be ready for that. Okay, so I don't know how long I've been talking, but let me now just kind of break down the 3 Ormuses I use. And so we're going to start from, I don't want to say best to worst, well, because I told you they all kind of have different effects. So this Lemurium crystal, and I'll put links to everything in the description box. This comes from Ascended Health. And how did I find out about this? From my plant powered guy, Rich Roll, his wife's, I forget her name. I don't know. Between the two of them, they were talking about Ormus, and yeah, they dropped this recommendation. And this product is great. It's a big bottle. I'm actually getting ready to. Let me see. I'm like, now I'm kind of getting. You can't really tell. You can kind of see. It's probably like to here. So I'm going to order some more. I think it comes out of Florida, and then like I said, you just put a little. Their directions say take 1/4 a teaspoon under tongue. So I like this because of the whole Lemurium element. You know, anyone who knows about those crystals and may believe in Atlanteans, Palladians, and all that, Torians, so that's something that I prescribe to. So yeah, I like this one a lot. Like I said, really, to me, this one gives me the most focus. This I take, this would be my midday pickup. And it's actually one thing I haven't done. Do I mix and match? I don't really mix and match the Ormuses. I just kind of say, oh, I'm going to use this one today. And like I said, I'll take a little bit of a break. Because I want to be able to be in my natural state. And I don't want to have too many. I mean, again, it's not like you take the Ormus and you feel a chemical. Well, I guess you do. Because like I said, it does give me focus. I'm trying to think. It's a different focus, again, to people who take, it's not like caffeine. People who take TCM like lion's mane, maybe like a more intense lion's mane. Lion's mane I feel like is more like definitely memory. And sometimes I take lion's mane if I'm like got a lot of like research or like work. But I feel like this is more like I take this and then like I'm crossing things off the to-do list. I don't know how to explain it. It just really just gives you focus. And then like I said, same thing. I think all my Ormuses for the most part are very beneficial to meditation. So this would be my favorite. Yeah, this one right here from Ascended Health. And then the Arcamium one, and again, I don't know if I'm saying that right. This one, you see, I need, because when I was doing this video, I said I need to start taking it more. But I think why I know I did not take this one as much, this one I think opens me up intuition-wise. Because I don't know what, I can't remember, but I just know that I was like having some experiences, and I said, oh wow, the Ormus is really working. And this might be for like if I'm doing readings or something only. So, yeah. And I take that back. Actually, I did take this today. Yes, I take that back. This also gave me good focus. I got good focus. I thought, I guess I'm like, well, I'll get to that in a second. So this gave me good focus, but I was a little careful. I think I only took, like they said, a little bit in the dropper because I just didn't. Sometimes I don't want to be that wide open. So that's this Ormus. And let's end with Now Alchemy. So this one is, like I said, has a lot of different stuff in it from Archer's team, like frankincense, rose extract, and he even not claims that you can see his videos when they're making a product that they pump solfeggio and stuff like that. So fountain of youth. Yeah, that was some term I was looking for when I was saying philosopher's stone. So with him, he says you can take 1 to 3 droppers up to 9 times a day. 90. Yeah, so 90 consecutive days. I can't read what it says. And then it says it can be rubbed onto skin and hair. Ooh, actually, I wouldn't mind putting some Ormus on my conditioner. So yeah, so this one like I said, I like Now Alchemy products, but after kind of getting the focus of this one didn't give me as much focus. So I was a little like, and I've been actually doing trials and tests this week, so I was a little disappointed. I didn't feel that like laser, like my not the Hotep laser eyes. That's all over Twitter. But no, let me be serious. The laser light focus, I didn't quite get it with this Ormus. And I was a little disappointed with that because this is not cheap. And oh man, I should have gave y'all hold on. I don't care if this makes the video longer. I'm giving y'all. Let me look up the prices on the Ascended Health. I think it's like $65. Yeah, and actually, let me give you the prices on everything. While we're right here, we're gonna do it right here live. And I'll put the screenshot up so y'all can see what's going on. So yeah, so so let's just go. Now Alchemy's regular Ormus is $77. This bottle's $200. Like I said, Now Alchemy is good stuff. Catch it on sale. And it's not, I'm not disrespecting, but it's expensive. So catch it on sale. So those are prices for that. So let me go to Ascended Health. It should come up because I need to go ahead and let me go ahead and order it now. Ascended Health, they have a lot of cool products. So let me see here. Here it is. Lemurian Crystal Ormus 75. I think I said 65. Yeah. Oh, that's something different. Oh, they have some sprays. Do these sprays have Ormus in it? Hold on, let me see something. I got distracted. Because that's something that I'm looking into now, is to step up my grounding and daily energy cutting and all types of things. Hold on, I'm trying to see. No, I can't tell if this. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, jojoba. Oh, it says Lemurian Crystal Gem Essences. You know, I think I'm gonna order this too. How much is this? Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to go off track here. It's called I Am Blissful Energetic Spray. That's designed. See, I told you I was a supplement junkie. It's designed to balance the nervous system, which my nervous system always needs some help. And enhances the five sentence, decreases. So this is like it's a spray. So it decreases mental chatter, stimulates pleasure centers, increases consciousness, focus on concept ideas, stimulate awareness, intuitive enhancement, and enable illicit passion for life. Okay, anyways, that's Ascended Health. Y'all check out their products. And then let me see if I have the link for this one. Because this person I found on Instagram. Oh, bam. Safari remembers everything. But their ornaments was sold out for a while. They call it Hathor's Melt. That's how I first found that out. Let me see if they have any on their site. If not, I can definitely put you all in contact with the site owner, and they were very communicative about, how long it's going to take. And yeah, I don't see any ornaments on their website. So I'm not going to put their email on the YouTube, but, please, just put a comment or whatever if you want to know what's up. Yeah, I think this is I think she told me it was just like her and her husband. So it's like not a lot on their site, but they're cool people. So you can always email them and reach out. I'll put the URL. Yeah, and I might have. I'll look in my email. Hold on a minute. Maybe I didn't click. Oh, someone doesn't know how to use the website. Okay, let me see what they have. Oh, they have like St. John's Wort, Reishi. I don't see. Let me go back to the other page. Oh, maybe it's under tinctures. Yeah, it says learn more. Learn more doesn't necessarily say buy. I think I don't know. They should kind of make that a little bit more clear, because I could have just left the website. Oh, and they do have it. Bam. Hathor's Melt is $88. So actually, let me real quick before because I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up after this. What do they say about ornaments? So theirs comes from Dead Sea Salt, and Icelandic sea salt and Celtic sea salt, Mount Shasta spring water. Where's Mount Shasta? Let's Google that real quick. Oh, California. So California spring water. Let me see if they say anything about what ornaments does. Oh no, because then they're gonna give you this paper. So yeah, so $88, $75, $88, and $200. So I think too, like I said, and again, I felt like, for the longest, all I used was Now Alchemy ornaments, and then I used this one, and then I found out about them. So I think it's, like I said earlier, it's important to rotate your supplements. So, I feel like I'm not receiving as much, and to my defense, Archer Now Alchemy's formulas, I think they've kept their basic, what I'm trying to say, they've kept their basic base, but they've changed a lot. I'm not going to get up. I already showed y'all how I had the chakra ornaments. So I feel like the last 2 years of Now Alchemy, and I get it. Just like there's a company here in DC that makes pan batch stuff, and they had to scale up, and they don't make it at home anymore, and ingredients change. So I'm going to give Now Alchemy a pass. I think in order for them to scale up, things change, but I definitely think their earlier versions of ornaments were way more potent. So I think I'm probably going to scale back and just probably make this my primary ornaments, and I'm going to play around with again this the Hathor's Melt, and just kind of see if it makes me feel a little bit too wide open, if I'm not doing that type of deep intuitive, like I need to go in the Akashic records and cut some cord type of work. But yeah, so I don't know, y'all. Hopefully I'm trying to sit here and think, did I forget anything about, wait a minute, let me check one more thing while I got this computer up. Let me check my notes to see if I had any more oh yeah, this is everything. All right, I already printed this out. Yeah, so I already kind of talked about all my notes. So yeah, so I guess this is kind of summarize, because I'll put some timestamps in here. This is a little bit all over the place. I don't recommend ornaments for someone like brand new to spirituality, manifestation. I think you need to ease into it. I think you need to be aware if it makes you feel too open, scale back, be very easy into taking a few drops, see how it makes you feel. I mean, again, do your own research. Put it in the description. I'm not no medical doctor, so all that legal language, all that, you know what I'm trying to say. But ultimately for people who are more advanced practitioners, I think it's good because you really want to make sure your pineal gland and your aura field is open, so that you can get what you need manifested, have those communications. So all in all, I feel like it was a little all over the place. But I do recommend ornaments. I enjoy it. I think it's pretty cool. I think it has a pretty, divine history with, it being used by the ancient ascended masters. Like that's something that I'm big into to my spiritual life. Hello, the digital shaman, so, if we know anything about shamanic history is that they definitely, do things to get themselves in a higher state. So this is why this goes into the shaman toolbox. All right, y'all. If y'all have questions on any of these brands, any of these vendors or whatever, drop some line in the comments. And then, like I said, I do some more testing with maybe some of the skin healing. And, maybe I think what would be the next level is, just really kind of maybe next time I'm doing readings and stuff, taking the different ornaments to see, okay, do I get a little bit more clear insight? Am I reaching more, or is it like, boom, it's clear? It's like, I'm seeing or hearing what I need to. So, I think that may be a follow-up video, maybe sometimes next year, how, and actually let me take a step back too, because I saw the few ornaments review videos. I'm sorry, I'm not buying ornaments on Amazon. Some of those products I saw one on Amazon. Like, I'm not saying I never not buy any spiritual stuff on Amazon, but I have a very strong rule of trying not to, unless I'm in need or it's the only place I can get it. So, but at the same time, being mature, I'm not going to diss a product because it's on Amazon. I get it. Amazon's like the vessel to get your products to humans. So I'm just going to maybe kind of swoop the interwebs one more time to kind of make sure to see if there's any more ornaments that I want to try out. So I think stay tuned to look forward to a potential consecutive video on my ornaments experiences. So, okay, I'm losing my voice, so I'm going to go ahead and wind this down, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, like, and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all later.